All right, hey, we're back.
Oh, hi there. I didn't see you.
Stop turning this into a romance thing.
With your goddessness, you should have my name. I picked my name as if he was a sexy person, but he is totally not. Like Chance, William.
He just goes and if I was playing like a bard, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a sexy bard. I just introduce myself. I'd be like, hi, I'm your last chance. How you doing?
Yeah. He totally has that kind of name, but just is not totally that kind of person.
So hi everybody, how you doing? Welcome back to Madness of the...
Oh, we lost.
And we just lost
Tim. Yeah, we lost Tim. There, we got Tim back.
What?
Was it the whole mute issue again?
Yep.
Yeah, because that's what happened to me.
Really? I've been muting all night. Should I not do that?
Well, are you muting through Discord or are you muting through your mic?
Yeah.
Through Discord. My mic.
Okay. I have a switch on my mic that I can just.
Yeah.
I can't do it because it would make a noise. It would like deafen people because.
I don't know if mine makes a noise.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, so you'll continue your journey, of course, and this will lead you across the bridge, which, out of all of you, only Signe's been there. So Signe can kind of give you some warnings about the awful and horrible things to find out here, the cyclops and saber-toothed tigers and small dinosaurs.
And the saber-toothed cyclops.
And I can assume that my clothes are and armor are back on at this point.
I mean, a couple of days, like a day is going to pass if you want to check if things have changed. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Did it hit him now? Did it hit you now?
It has hit everyone.
You're muted.
I
Things
muted.
have not
There
changed.
you go.
We just talked about it.
The mute virus.
Oh, Discord.
My Discord just updated today. I don't know if anyone else's.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It might have. But did it fix? Meh. Probably not.
I haven't tried to use that mute, so I don't know.
Well,
I use my mute.
I mean, we just saw a problem, so the answer is no, did it fix?
Yeah, no, I updated it and it did not fix it.
Update failed.
But yeah. So.
She will write things out.
Yeah.
Let's make it easy. Still can't speak. She'll write things out.
For whatever reason, Signe is like writing things down and showing it to you rather than saying it.
Sydney,
Too
it'd be
hard to
easier
talk
if you just
about.
explain this.
In Celestial, she says something.
Oh, in Celestial.
Do you speak Celestial? Yay!
He's a cleric who had nothing to do but teach himself the divine things.
So in Celestial, she will say, "What if I could?"
She would if she could.
Oh, thank
Zach,
some god. Someone can
Jurgle.
understand me.
Zach, you've been in battle. You know sometimes you can't speak of what you see.
It's fine. You're right. I was impertinent. I apologize, Sydney.
Save your apologies.
Save your apologies.
I think she said that.
I have a translator.
The perfect translator too, because he makes it sound better than I say. It's like,
Excuse me. Clicky was the perfect translator. Alright.
Clicky was a great translator. He was not perfect.
But yeah,
There's
see,
the-
It doesn't need anything. It's free. It's nothing. That's not what I said.
Ulgar will say it in the bluntest terms, and that's what makes him amazing.
yeah.
I just imagine every so often you'll say something that we all like. It's just funny, and like one of the skeletons will be like,
It'll definitely be Winkle who does it.
just okay. Lead the way, Sydney. Freaking woman.
Did you actually say that?
Did you
Yeah,
say that out loud?
Yeah. You'd say it, yeah, as you walk away.
Does an 18 hit you?
Does it? Yes, it does.
You take, let's see, 6 damage as
It'll
a
show
rock
up eventually.
hits you in the forehead.
It hits him. He's a barbarian.
Yeah, but this is what I do. I throw stones at people
That's how
who
she answers.
insult me.
She gets angry and throws stones at people.
Exactly.
You see, for a second, his skin actually darkens, but then he just goes, I deserve that.
Fafnir laughs.
Well, no, I didn't do it right. I had like the little like animal noise. It doesn't actually sound like a
Welcome
laugh,
to the
though.
circus of values.
Oh god.
Yes.
Do we have a wacky wait? Oh god, I can never say it.
Wacky, wavy, inflatable arm tooth man.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Yes.
It's Fafnir.
Anyway, the area across the bridge is as dangerous as Signe remembers it to be. It is not a hospitable place, but you will all manage to travel there safely. With Signe's guidance, you do manage to avoid the direct ire of anything, effectively. Because I'm sure that she'll probably guide you in ways that are more or less not, let's walk in a straight line and get into a fight with everything.
Oh, she
Not
definitely
lethal.
sends Fafnir up a few times to make sure we're not going to run into anyone.
And I have eyes from the ground.
I mean, I thought you had eyes from the grave.
I mean, that's technically the same thing, Tantus.
Is this a grave situation?
No,
Not yet.
it's not.
By chance, it is.
God damn it.
After a few more days of travel, you will find yourself approaching the cliff edge, and into the area that the goblin described, the information he gave. Now, Signe, you do actually remember this area to a degree. You remember searching this area, and you come across something that you had made note of in the past, your team had made note of, but it was something that you didn't feel like you could deal with at the time. A cave-in. Like, there must have been some kind of cave in one of these spots, but it collapsed and had it covered over with all these kind of rubble. It's all gone now. The rubble seems to have been cleared out. Looks almost violently cleared out. And a tunnel remains intact behind there.
Can you talk to us today? It's been a couple of
Nope. Sorry.
Damn you, Sydney! Damn you!
I'm
I would
sorry.
like to rage. No,
Punch me in the face. Maybe that'll work.
no, I'm not. He wouldn't hit you. You're a lady.
Spider shoulder.
She's not a lady.
I'm gonna look around and just kind of examine the rubble to see how, like, if it was removed hastily, if it was removed organized, like professionally, like organized, or if it was just like animals kind of just digging at and trying to break free.
There's
I will
strange,
join you and help you.
there's strange, like, dark marks on the stone that seem to be on one side of them.
Like fire marks?
Maybe?
Can we do some kind of check to see
Sure.
if we know?
Arcana!
I mean, it's rocks.
It's rocks.
This seems very unnatural.
Oh god!
I'm not gonna
Alright.
roll it 'cause I'm not even
Chance.
proficient.
Chance just rolls it, and it's like, Chance is like, no, Chance, like, this is something that you hadn't had a lot of experience with. But you do remember when you got to some battles with a goblin spellcaster one time, when they used a big fire spell on an area. It burned and caused a blast. This seems almost like maybe a bigger version of that.
Something exploded here. In fire.
Look over to Sydney. Sydney, the goblin that you were traveling with, could he perform such things?
Never something of this magnitude.
Never something of this magnitude.
Thank you.
Do the rocks seem to, like, be displaced from inside out, basically?
It does look like they moved from where the cave entrance is now out into the field. Not like something blasted their way in, something blasted their way out.
I think whatever was in the cave caused this.
How far in can we see?
You could probably see in about 60 feet, but it goes deep, however far it goes. The cave winds into the cliff face, out of sight. Like, Signe, when you explored some of the other caves you managed to come across, none were as big as this anyway. Most of them were small, like animal caves, or just like almost damage to the walls.
Signe, I saw you do that light trick on Percival before. Could you do that now? And I'll pull out one of the like torches. I won't light it, and I'll hold it out to her.
I mean, Signe, you probably also have like
I have
candles.
I don't have that.
I pulled one out of my backpack.
If she wants to do that, she could do it to a bolt, and I could shoot it in.
It's a fair point. What do you think, Signe?
I have a dragon that I can see through the eyes of.
As can I. Oh, sorry.
I'm
just doing it so you don't have to say it. Like...
You don't have to say it. We're assuming you're translating.
Look. Tim's job now has become.
I had one job on this shit.
Exactly. I'm gonna do it.
Sorry, are you only able to speak in Celestial right now?
Right now, yes.
That's all she can speak in.
It's like a curse she has.
She can see through Lord Fafnir's eyes.
Fafnir definitely preens when you call him Lord.
Well,
I know what he was, so
You do.
yes, Lord.
Signe, if you wait a little time, and Lord Fafnir is willing, I can as well. You just nod?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna ritual cast Beast Sense, because I can. So it just lets me see through its eyes and ears. Mm-hmm. But I can only do it by ritual
You can
once a
see
day.
through its ears?
See through its eyes and its ears.
Yes,
Like,
you can
double
see through
vision.
it.
It's really confusing, and I get sick. He
Because
grows up.
look, it's synesthesia. You're like seeing the opposite. You're like you're seeing through its ears and hearing through its eyes.
Oh.
It's the first time I've done this. So I'll sit down and then I'll do the ritual. This ritual is he puts his hands on the earth and the marble type of complexion gets darker. It almost turns to almost as if you start seeing hints of the black, like the lines that run through marble start to spread, and he starts talking in that strange language again, and then he touches Fafnir with his other hand, if Fafnir allows him. He has to be willing.
Fafnir will allow it.
Okay. And then his eyes will just go jet white. And he can't see or hear you guys anymore except through Fafnir.
Okay.
Using the
far
mute.
will you
Stop
have
using the mute, Josh.
how far will you have Fafnir go into the cave?
I don't have a limit.
Probably
Do let me
just-
know if there are any bones.
Probably like 200, 250 feet.
Okay.
Just a little further than what we can see.
Yeah, it'll go on that direction. He'll kind of move down in there. The cave keeps winding. You're not sure how far it goes, but it goes not only into the cliff, but it seems to go down to a degree. So down into the earth. Not like a huge steep angle, but it is going underground.
I relate this to the group. I can't hear anyone. So I say, should I send him further? Or should I get him out? 1, tap 2 for send him further.
I can't hear you either.
I know. I'm asking the dwarf who hopefully translates it to the other guy.
to
To chance.
The dwarf
She's
translator-
asking if we should send Fafnir further in.
I'm taking she hasn't seen anything yet.
She didn't say.
Assume
Well.
yes.
I would assume that means she hasn't. Do you know how strong this creature is? Runs into something?
You expect me to know?
I didn't know if you had a conversation.
I guess farther tap.
Alright, I send him another 200 feet.
Okay. Something begins to happen that both you and
Zechariah.
Oh god.
Just Zach. It's Zach out here. We're in the wilderness.
Zach, Zach,
Z-Man.
you and Signe begin to have, like, you actually start feeling awful. Like, Fafnir's unaffected, but there's something wrong with the connection between you. As if something is, like, interfering with it.
Okay,
As he's going
so
deeper.
you guys would see visibly. Zach is keeping one hand on the ground, right? And his hand, like the colors that were changing, it's like it starts like receding and coming back, like something's affecting it, and he just looks like he's really trying to focus on it, and it looks like it's a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
I pull Fafnir back.
Yeah. You've never felt anything like that before with your connection with Fafnir.
I'll come out if I see Fafnir coming back. I'll drop it. And like, oh, well that sucked. I don't know if it's supposed to work like that. I never did that before, but we got to a certain distance and it felt almost sickening. I don't know.
Maybe from the distance?
That's how I felt. I'm sorry.
Maybe
James.
it's the distance?
No. Well, when I learned this, distance wasn't a factor.
We don't know what could be lurking down there. Some
Yeah.
kind of reaction to that.
And we already know that the goblins have some form of magic. And he kind of gestures over to the burn. Maybe they've improved their skills. They should be killed.
I'm always up for that.
He's gonna jump to that conclusion every time, guys. Same.
I'm always up for that.
Fafnir will return.
As
No worse
soon
for
as
wear for him.
Fafnir returns, I curl him in my arms.
Yeah, he's confused because he didn't feel anything.
I know, but I'm a worried friend.
Signe, did you feel that? I felt sick. Alright, so it wasn't just me. I thought maybe I screwed up. Alright. Did the goblin say that this was like a through passage? Or if this was like an end goal? Like,
He described it that they went in through a cave hidden in a temple, an old ruined temple. And through that cave they came upon some caverns with large lizard croaks that the Dread Lord had done battle with and killed a bunch of. And then, once again, they came to a tunnel, which led them out.
alright. I'll look over to Percival and say, follow, stay 10 feet behind us, and if you see signs of danger, leave.
Yes, right away, sir.
I'll pull out my greatsword and have it ready in my hand. And I'll say, well, this is gonna suck. You guys wanna go? We should go in, though.
I guess I should be ready. Warhammer, shield.
Rapier and crossbow.
Signe drops her disguise.
Okay.
That explains a lot.
Not to us. What happened to you? Are you okay?
She nods.
She's fine.
Interesting. You might want to explain it to Joe.
It's like, what are you?
Signe. Okay, so originally Signe looked like a pretty tall woman. She had like lightly tanned skin, freckles, like long red hair. When her disguise drops, her eyes turn solid black, her hair turns pure white, and her skin goes porcelain.
Again, Chance goes, what are you?
She is being touched by other places. Usually celestial.
So not a bad touch.
There are those that
Bad touch.
are not quite as holy.
Signe, can you tell us where you were touched?
Show us on Fafnir
Show
where
us
you
on
were
the
touched.
dragon where they touched you.
You fuck.
Show us on the dragon where the angels touched you.
I assume in the soul.
No, Fafnir touched my heart.
This gives a whole new meaning to touched by an angel.
Well,
Well, at least we don't have the Catholic religion.
thank you for sharing that with us. You will also see something interesting when it comes to me. And it'll just start heading into it. You want to explain more? It just...
Please don't tell me you
More
dropped trash.
surprises other than the
The Marvel Man.
So
I'm afraid, Josh, because when you get in a fight, I expect you to just yell, "I'm rock hard."
So she's being
No,
touched
rock
and he's...
on. Rock on, dude.
She's being touched and he's rocked hard. And he's rock hard.
I'm rocked hard. Rocked hard!
It's time for battle. Rock on.
Rock hard!
God.
I just want
us
to see, like,
all.
you have to have an axe, which is really just a guitar that's also an axe.
God.
Oh God.
Good
I'm
old
pretty sure I saw
barbarian.
Barbarian!
Yes.
them. Lord help all of us.
Just one level of bard so you can summon instruments to beat people.
That's barbarian. Anyway.
That's not how you use a mandolin. Shut up!
It is now.
I'm tuning my mandolin the correct way.
I want to see you tune your mandolin.
Okay. So the cave will kind of wind down into the darkness and down into the earth. The air you're encountering is kind of a dank air, so it has a kind of moisture to it, but it's also quite stagnant. Other than the air, though, the entire place is oddly dry, so you don't see any signs of where this moisture could come from. And it's quiet, so you don't hear, like, drips, you just hear your footsteps echoing in this deep void. Their tunnel seems to go on for ever. You're not sure how long or how deep you're going. The kind of unnatural sense that you got, at least, Signe, because you have that constant connection with Fafnir, you still can feel a little bit of that uneasiness down here. Zach, you've definitely lost it, because you kind of lost your spell. You kind of, you stopped concentrating on it. You didn't need to anymore. You also get the feeling that there's there's always this strange constant feeling, Signe, of something behind you, and there never is. So it's kind of odd.
Question: if I have light cast in my hand, does anything happen to that?
The light seems to remain fine.
Okay.
I would offer for you to put the light on my greatsword.
What position in the group are you anyway? Are you
I'm in front.
Yeah.
Her.
I
what is
would
everyone?
guess I'm second because I actually can see well.
Yes.
I'll be third.
Yeah, I'm in the back.
Okay. Yeah. I mean,
Put
like,
light on my greatsword.
You have the candle.
I mean, like,
Yeah, that's
so,
like 15 feet.
so we have Zach in the front, and then Ulfric and his entourage next. Oh, sorry.
Ulfgar!
Ulfgar! Oh my God, you got me
You
doing
fucked up. You made it too close. You made it way too close to Ulfric.
No. You guys started me on it. I was good with Ulfgar originally, but
it's Ulfric now. That's just
it's Ulfgar. Anyway, and then Chance, and of course Signe with Percival kind of back around where Signe is.
It's Don Striker or whatever his name was all over again.
It goes as about maybe half an hour of travel passes, and then you notice something, especially you, Zach, because you're not relying on dark vision, you're relying on the light you have in front of you. And at first you think it's just a trick of your eyes, but as you continue head forward, and you can see a pale greenish blue light ahead.
Okay.
I was gonna say, you can kind of quicken your pace.
I would stop as soon as.
Oh, so as soon as you can realize it's a light, you'll stop.
Yeah, that something's up in front of us. I would signal, to stop, and then I will take my candle and put it away so that it gets dark again.
Okay.
And I'll try to point out the light to Ulfgar. Oh my God! Now I'm saying Ulfric. Ulfgar. I can't say it.
Ulfgar.
Dwarf boy.
Ulfgar. Ulfgar. Okay. And I'll point in that direction because I can't see anymore. So.
I mean, you can see where the light is basically now, kind of thing.
Yeah, but around me is dark until Signe catches up.
Yeah, Ulfgar. God. Look, it's there's a mistake I keep making on the vampire game. It's the same one. It's a different, but it's the same kind of mistake that I keep doing. It's two different things. I'm gonna get it right though. I'm gonna get it right.
Ulfgar or Ulfgar.
Ulfgar.
I gotta phonetically spell it on my sheet.
You can see the same kind of pale greenish blue light ahead. It's little more than a little dot deep in the cave ahead of you. It goes out of your sight, definitely, wherever this light is coming from. Way out of your sight.
Does it flicker at all?
No. Seems constant.
Alright.
I will, when the rest of the group gets close enough, I'll turn back to them and say, be quiet. Let us try to get a surprise. Okay. And with that, I'll use my racial ability to cast Pass Without Trace once a day.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah.
Chance phases into non-existence, apparently.
You told me to be quiet.
Yeah.
Ah!
Natural one.
Oh!
Welp.
I'm wearing scale mail.
It becomes 12.
I thought you took the breastplate.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. There's kind of always been this, a little slight breeze that's kind of followed you. Not anything you can really hear, but you can feel, at least the air moves now that the cave is open. A little bit. And when you kind of merge into the place where this glow is, it's a large cavern with strange mushrooms kind of around the area, glowing. The little breeze...
I eat one.
Well, the little breeze that's kind of there makes these strange fetishes hanging from the ceiling kind of just chime a little bit in the breeze. So it's almost like a wind chime. So it's a kind of chattering and clacking of these bone fetishes that are hanging on these ropes that appear to be made of some kind of sinew. All kinds of bones and skulls are hung together in this kind of strange wind chime that fills this chamber.
I'm gonna see if I see anything alive in here.
Sure.
Or possibly undead.
I'm gonna see if I just see anything in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't see, so I'll try to do a perception check, but I'll be at disadvantage.
You don't see anything
Well,
living.
isn't Cindy back up with us or no?
Yeah, you're all together.
Did you keep the light on after we said? Okay, so, all right.
Is the light on or no?
Wow. All right. I look into the light for too long. Some people look into
You
the
get
clips.
that spot.
Yeah, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah. Like, Chance, this seems to be some kind of, like, it looks like there's a cavern here. You can see there actually is a tunnel in the back of the room. Beyond the same glow seems to kind of follow the tunnel as these mushrooms seem to be growing all over this place. At least a couple of them here and there are spread out that all seem to be glowing, adding this, like, kind of weird low light to the area. All the bones seem to be just chunks, individual skulls, a couple, like, vertebrae, a hip bone, nothing major that seems like an assembled skeleton of any kind. So Earthgar, you just kind of see the bones. And none of them look like they would be undead, none of them are intact enough, and there doesn't seem to be anything else here. There just seems to be this kind of, like, entrance.
Do the bones look like humanoid?
They look to be a mixture of some. Some appear maybe more humanoid. Others appear more just animalistic. Okay. You actually would be able to identify some of these because you had a chance to look at it. You recognize the humanoid ones as calidobones.
Alright.
Matt?
Those seem to be the only ones that...
There it goes.
Yeah. The humanoid
You went
ones...
silent for a second.
Okay. Yeah, the humanoid ones seem to be calidobones. That's odd. The other ones just seem to be various animals, most of which are ones that you've seen out in the fields beyond this cave entrance. All the bones look very old, though, so you're not sure how long they've been hanging up here.
These are very old Calida bones. An animal, but...
Does it look like sacrifices?
hard to tell without a full skeleton.
Understood. Let's keep going.
I'm gonna look at Sydney. I think you can get rid of that at this point. There should be enough light with these mushrooms.
She
Let's
doesn't.
not touch them.
No, but I mean, they're everywhere.
So really quickly reaches into a side pouch he has and pulls out what looks like a bottle of liquid with a bunch of peaches in it.
Millions of peaches.
Peaches for D.
Anyone want some?
It's not really time to eat right now. We're kind of busy.
It's to drink.
What is it?
Is it peach moonshine?
Yeah, yeah.
Chance will reach out.
Be my guest.
Thank you.
We're working, guys.
Signe grabs
Onward.
it, takes 2 swigs.
Pop, I've never done a fight. I figure I should be a little bit
Lit.
prepared.
You should be lit.
All right, let's go before
Okay.
we make this a problem.
The tunnel, as I said, will be lit with the mushrooms. You think it's kind of bluish light. And will kind of wind around for a little bit. And then lead into another chamber. The thing about this chamber is, it is completely black. So you do not see any mushrooms glowing in there.
I have a question.
Sure.
I'm gonna walk over to one of the mushrooms,
Mm-hmm.
grab my hand axe off my thing, just kind of hack at it so it like breaks.
Mm-hmm.
Does it stay lit?
For now?
And I'm gonna kick it towards the blackness. Does it light it up anything?
I mean, a little bit, but like there are clusters of mushrooms. The amount of mushrooms that you would need to throw in there to actually...
I just want to know if it's like magical or anything.
No.
Like,
These
you're
things,
saying it goes
these
straight
things
to black.
just... No.
No, I think he meant the darkness if it was magical.
No, the
Yeah.
darkness is not magical. It's shedding a little bit of light, but you don't see
Okay.
a lot because these like rooms that are lit a little bit have at least a decent number of mushrooms growing, kind of thing.
This one doesn't.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one has seemingly none growing in it.
Do I see anything?
You do. The room itself is fairly nondescript, if you would call it a cave. There's like 2 columns. You see like a single drip from the ceiling, and other than the no light here, there seems to be 4 bodies. One seems to be missing its head. Another is like covered in all kinds of these red marks. And another one seems to be both have like weird damage and also burns. The last one, which is kind of like seemingly dead against a wall, has a large scar across its chest and seems to be missing an eye. All this damage seems flat, fresh. As you
Seeing if I can get any extra.
Okay, so you kind of move. Well, you kind of moving into the room and trying to taking a look. Then.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay close to him.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Winkle and Tinkle are right behind me as well.
Okay. So as you kind of move over to the bodies that are in the back of the room, the one leaning up against the wall begins to move. It kind of like stands up. This thing is like 9 foot tall. It is reptilian in nature. It kind of is hunched over. It kind of almost looks like it has like a cross between a monitor lizard and a crocodile's face. The thing has like large claws on its hands. It is muscular, very mean looking.
Roll initiative. Roll initiative. Come on, let's do it.
Hissing at
Let's
you.
do it. I yell at it,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna go to attack it.
Okay.
I'm not being subtle.
Nope.
So do we roll initiative? Like,
Sure. If you want to roll initiative, go ahead.
woo, nat 1.
I do not have a chance, and I do not have an Ulfgar.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Oh, mine didn't come through?
Not onto the turn order.
You have to click your token first.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Just click it, do it again, and then you can update
Oh,
the.
but I got a 20.
You can put your 20 in.
You can
I-
update the numbers.
Yeah, I saw that. Like in like Ulfgar can get a 16.
Where the heck's my...
Yeah.
I mean, I forgot too, guys.
Where's my...
You showed up.
I can't see shit, so I'm like, where? Oh, I thought they were right here.
So, are you a Ganassi? I just need confirmation.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, guess.
How do I update my number?
You can just click on it. On the
Oh,
chart.
just click on my number?
Yeah. I
It's
still
probably
don't
backwards.
see you on the chart though.
I clicked on my icon now.
All right, now hit initiative.
Oh, and then I can update it from the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Oh.
why.
Oh, I
Misunderstood.
need to name it.
Didn't show up
Oh.
again.
Still didn't show up.
What?
Click on your
Is it
token.
attached to? Is
I
it attached
did.
to your character sheet?
It
Yeah, I put the
should
token
be.
on my character sheet.
I pulled it out. I was the one that pulled it out for him.
I don't know. Just right click on them, Matt, and add to tracker.
Those are for my Skelly boys.
Boys.
Turn. There we go. Hey, chance will be 20. There you go.
Thank you.
Updated it.
20.16.
I don't know why the heck that didn't work, but sure.
Okay, is Fafnir doing anything?
No, because I don't have what I can do with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Alright. Then it's chance.
I can't see anything though, can I?
I don't think anybody had light.
I thought Sydney still had light.
I still have my light in my hand.
Yeah,
Sydney
but she's
has
like
light.
across the room.
Yeah,
What's the range on light?
20 feet.
Oh,
20.
crap.
Yeah.
20 bright, 20 dim. Okay.
Yeah. So if it's in dim, it'd be disadvantage.
Yeah.
Is it in at least dim?
You probably see it like at the edge of the dim. There's some kind of shape there. You have no idea what it is at this point in time.
Sure, why not? Yeah, oh, that's right. This one. I will try to shoot it with my hand crossbow. Disadvantage.
Okay. Ulfgar, you'll see like the bolt kind of fly forward and like bounce off its hard scales. This creature's scales.
I do get a second shot though.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm guessing you have crossbow expert.
Yes.
the
And that
same
was
thing.
worse.
Yeah. All right. Signe, what are you doing?
Panic Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
It's so nice to be able to say that again.
You disadvantage.
Oh, wait.
You've dark vision.
I have dark vision,
Okay.
Yeah.
and I just remembered I get to do that twice.
Yes.
Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
Nice.
I doubt it, Josh.
Okay.
24
Ulfgar.
force. Actually, it's my skeletons first.
Okay. They just go at the same time as you, so you have them do their thing.
They have technically better decks. They're gonna shoot at it
Okay.
with short bows. Alright, so
That's right.
I should have sheets for them, but I forgot to ask for it. 22 and 15.
22 will hit.
Alright, and that's...
I just make a macro for them, dude.
I know, I need to. Good job, Winkle.
Hey. I still can't see it, so we'll see how this goes.
Zechariah.
No, now it's me.
Oh, that's right, you.
Wait, it did... Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
okay, I was gonna say
Ulfgar.
it didn't attack.
I don't want to get up and touch it, so I think I'm gonna use this.
You don't want to inflict wounds it,
Not at the moment.
but inflict wounds.
DC
is so much
16. Con save.
Okay. Okay. Alright.
Did it fail?
It does not look happy.
So yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's poison until the end of my next turn, and it takes 14, or not 14, 8 poison damage.
Yep. Now, Zach.
Okay, this thing hasn't moved yet.
No, you guys just beat up on it. It stood up when you came in this room. Like when you started approaching the
Does
bodies.
it look aggressive at all?
It hasn't done anything.
Okay, I
You
didn't ask that.
can't
Does
really
it look
see it.
aggressive?
It's a giant lizard creature.
That
So
was
then, yes.
hissing.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't seem to be happy that you were in here.
Okay. Yeah. I can't see it, right? It's at the edge of the dim light.
You can make it out basically, but you not great clear, so disadvantage.
And if you do something like a reckless attack,
Yeah,
you'll
I
get
know.
a regular one. And if it attacks you back, it's poison, so
How big
it
is
will get
this?
a regular one.
It's large.
9 feet tall.
It's large size.
So it's one size larger than me.
Yes.
As a bonus action, I'd like to rage.
Mm-hmm.
He does not rage like that. He reaches down, grabs, just touches the earth, and his form just almost immediately changes. It looks, he looks more like almost like a rock person. Like
Okay.
he doesn't have like smooth lines or anything. He looks rough and tousled. His eyes turn into gems, and he just go and tries to grapple this thing for my first attack.
So you're the thing.
Well, come on, man.
Oh,
I'm
yeah, I
not
forgot.
that big.
You're gonna try a grapple first, okay.
I would like to try to grapple it. So I should have advantage because it's a strength check. And I do athletics. He does athletics or acrobatics, depending on which one he wants.
He is doing athletics.
While the rolling is going on, I forgot to mention the Ray of Sickness actually crawls across the ground and goes up its body.
And I believe he has disadvantage on checks because of poison.
Attacks. Let me just check.
Pretty sure it says ability checks.
On attack rolls and ability checks. Yep. Let's check.
I'm helping.
No, you are.
Alright, yeah, you got a hold of him.
Alright, so I want to I have 40 feet of movement, so grab him, pull him back into the light.
That would probably be the rest of your turn to do that, because he's large and much heavier than you, kind of thing.
Oh, no, yeah, I mean, per rules, it's half my movement, but I have 2 attacks, and grappling takes 1 attack action. So the other action, I can't attack with my 2-handed sword, for obvious reasons. But I'll take my hand axe, and I'll just, like, try to
okay,
whatever.
Now that you can kind of
Bite
see it more in the light, you can see this thing looks like it's been beat to hell. Barely alive. It looks like it's scarred. You know, that's what it was. It looks like somebody did a lot of horrible things to it. It's still alive. It was alive until you hit it. Go ahead and attack. It's missing an eye, which seems like a fresh wound. The scar on its chest seems like a fresh wound.
If you're trying to get sympathy...
Well, no. We'll just wait for a second until it yells something. That
no, but
Ulfgar can understand.
Pulling it back and seeing this thing, I'll hold it to the ground, and I'll yell at it in common, friend or foe, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. It is going to yell in Draconic, in a very, like, rough tongue, but for those of you that speak Draconic, you can understand it. He's going to yell at the top of its lungs. Murderers! Betrayers! The Black One comes back again! Avenge me!
What did it say? As he's holding this thing down.
Oh, it's gonna do stuff then. It's gonna try to break out.
You can't understand it.
Roll athletics. Oh god.
I mean, I still got advantage because I'm raging.
Yeah. You got it then.
Please tell me someone other than Signe understands that.
It can't attack me.
Thank God.
Oh, if it could attack you, it'll just do that instead.
It can attack me still. It doesn't stop it from attacking. It just can't move.
Oh, then it'll bite and claw you twice. It gets 3 attacks.
Well, breaking free is considered 1 attack.
Oh yeah, then it will claw you twice. It'll actually try to bite you and then claw you. It'll use one of its 2 things. So let me roll that.
17.
With disadvantage.
Yep. Let's see here. 17 you said your AC was?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so it will definitely not claw you. But it will actually manage to bite you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like huge crocodilian jaws will come down into your shoulder.
Try to.
So...
I'm rock guy.
You will take 11.
I will take 5.
Yep.
So stone can.
In Draconic,
it's really cool.
You can talk. That's unexpected. Does it respond at all?
No, it seems very upset. It was standing there and a bunch of people attacked it.
Okay, don't act like you introduced this guy like, oh, he walks into the room, he's smiling, and he's like, hey guys, and we're like, kill him! Like, no, this big massive lizard.
None of you realized the room before was a warning to keep out, and you just walked in.
It looked like a bunch of natural mushrooms.
No, the bone fetish is hanging from the
Yeah.
ceiling, where all can see them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, I mean, if you want to, these guys,
We just know how
these guys
we just
do not
have
like
decorations.
you, so it's up to you how you want to handle that.
I think we just displayed how we're gonna handle that.
You did.
It can talk, by the way.
Well,
Does it want to?
It is first. It's Fafnir. Is Fafnir doing anything? Probably not. Chance, are you doing anything to this? It's yelled something out in what sounds like a language, but very rough.
I'm going to stick my hand crossbow skull.
It
Tell
doesn't
it.
seem to recognize what a hand crossbow is.
And my rapier in my other hand at its eye. other good eye. Not in it, at it.
Mm-hmm.
Tell it to stop. And we won't harm it.
Stop and we'll stop killing you.
Signe, you doing anything?
Well, seeing as how people are now threatening it with bodily harm but not killing it, I guess I'll get up close and stick my dagger to its throat.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. So it's got a dagger in its throat.
Crossbow its head.
It's got a rock guy on its back, a crossbow in its head, and a rapier in its eye.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. There's a lot of people threatening
Oathgar,
to
what are
kill
you
it.
doing?
If you stop fighting, we might even heal you.
Mhm.
We're open to talking.
Zach?
Did it really roll worse than me? But okay.
I rolled a 2. And
Remember,
has
this
no
is
dex modifier.
Wow.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna keep holding on to him, but I'm gonna ready an action
Oh, sure.
to
You guys
to
will
hand
be
out.
able to get your readied actions off because it will say, I die for my family.
Okay.
As it will try to, it's going to bite down into you again. So you guys
Kill
get your
it.
attacks off.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do grapple? I don't think grapple does anything to advantage or anything like that.
No. So we'll get a
No, it's
normal
just
bite
movement.
attack in you as...
You have to restrain it
Yeah.
Yeah.
to have an effect.
So Signe will dagger it.
Nope.
Zach,
Dagger, dagger.
Zach will not
You
hit
and
it.
that fucking dagger.
Dang it.
Chance will
Dagger's
rapier
pretty
it.
deadly.
And...
Shoot it.
Dagger. Wait, I have a dagger.
Ready actions only let you make one
yeah,
attack.
ready action was one.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
fine. I'll just
Yeah.
poke its other eye out.
Okay. Roll dagger damage, please.
I did. It was 5.
Okay, 5. And...
It was 5. I
and
like your
5,
action.
10. Okay.
Inkle.
Alright. And it's going to not be dead, so it's going to continue its attacks on
The rock.
rock. Let's roll the other 2 claws. One
It
will,
does not have disadvantage anymore, so.
No, 1 will hit then,
Okay.
and deal you... Oof. I guess 5 then, since you take half.
Yep.
We'll be back to the top of the order, which is Chance. It's still complaining. You kind of stabbed into where its eye would be, but since you didn't critical, you kind of like got into like its bony socket, which it's like you now notice that its scales are kind of really hard.
Okay.
I would say, because it's, I would say, knock it out. It's up to you how you take that. It's, I mean,
It's like you notice it's like kind of like sinking claws into him and like chewing on his shoulder kind of thing, and some of them are being more successful as others, as that's what he's trying to do to your your guy here, to Zach. The two of them are
I
like
don't think there's any
ball.
reason with this thing. I'm sorry.
$15 more.
Okay.
21 more
Uh,
in total.
okay. You kill it. You finish it off.
I'm holding its limp body, and I just drop it. You hear him. You hear Zach breathe in and out, and his skin kind of. It flakes off and falls off, and it goes back to its normal complexion.
Yeah, you notice that this room had 3 others of its kind dead, seemingly not cleaned up. One had its head cut off, the other's covered in all kinds of strange bite marks, and the other one, now that you can get close to it, because you did make that medicine roll, looks like it has signs of being both frozen and burned.
Do you think they were here?
Well, the goblin did say the Dreadlord attacked some kind of lizard thing and killed them, so I think that's this room.
I wish there would have been a chance to reason with it, but I don't think there was.
Well, it didn't help that I attacked it on sight. This was a failure on my part.
There are 2 tunnels out of this one. One's kind of to the left, one kind of to the right.
Cantus.
What's up?
What day is it?
Feels like a Tuesday.
I mean, I like to think of it as a Wednesday.
I have,
So-
like... I don't
I'm
know.
Give me a day.
There's probably not weeks like the ones you would be used to. What does it matter?
7th day of the 10th day.
Sure. It's what equivalent of a Tuesday would be, sure. That was a good suggestion. I don't know.
It feels like a Tuesday. Stigny's gonna spend a little bit of time just gathering the bodies in a pile and burning them.
I'll help her. Pulling them, dragging them over, and just toss them around.
One moment.
I step back before I burn them.
I'm going to retrieve my crossbow bolts if I can.
Sure.
Holy crap.
2 of them start to stand up.
They are not medium or small humanoids.
Oh, they're not?
They are
No,
they're not.
large
They're large.
monstrosities. They're not
Okay.
even humanoids.
Oh, well then. Never
Yep.
mind on that.
Yep.
In that case, feel free to burn. I'll use their bone ash.
Yep.
Yeah, I just burn them.
Thank you, Signe.
Before they burn them, I'm just going to see if they had anything on them.
Like loincloths.
I don't want those.
They don't even have, like,
Okay.
like nether regions. They just have, like, some simple loincloths that seem more like they could hook some stuff to their, like, waists.
Yeah.
It's to hide their cloaca.
I'm gonna cut in to their nether regions to find their mating organs. How do they procreate?
Really?
We're not starting another conversation about procreation.
I rolled
not
a
doing
4
this.
in nature. I think they lay eggs with their eyeballs.
No, their
One
left
of them
nostril.
was gone.
The sperm out the right, the egg out the left, and it mingles. There you go. That's how it happens. All right.
That's you.
What actually happens?
Oh, they're like lizards. There's male and females. It looks as though, like, if you really wanted to make an investigation, it looks like, of those in here, one of them was actually female and the other 3 were male.
The one we killed was a male, I take?
Yes.
I point all that out to Josh.
I literally not actually doing that. My guy does not care. They're dead.
Too late. It's happened.
He won't stop you. He'll just be like, "That's interesting. Is this normal for you? Do you like?" Okay. We will
They're
learn how to
unused.
fight together.
They're a new species. I thought we should know more.
Can you give me a nature check, Ulfgar? Since you wrote the medicine check pretty well there. You can roll that too.
I can try.
Alfred.
Because none of us have nature.
Alright, that's enough to know, like, you kind of take a look at them, and they're not quite, like, lizard folk. Like, you've seen, like, the lizard folk because you had a chance to, probably in town at least once, especially with Orn, and these seem different than lizard folk in a way. There's something, like, they're, like, almost, like, it's different than it's just being, like, a larger species. There's just little differences about them that make you think that they're closer to, like, comparing a crocodile to an alligator kind of things.
Well,
Or maybe even a frog to a toad might be better, closer. Because these are definitely more like a cave-dwelling, land-dwelling creature.
Are you saying this is the lizard version of tortoises? Because I just made enemies with them.
Ricky just made enemies with that. Well, anyway, other than this, that seems to be all that's in this room. These folks here. There's a chamber to the left, chamber to the right, wherever you wish to go to.
I'm going to make a perception to see if the prints or anything.
Sure. Okay. Kind of taking a look around. There wasn't really, like, prints, but it looks like there's maybe more scuff marks to your right than to the left.
Things went that way.
Though there does seem to be a few to the one side there, just
Right.
not
More things went that way.
Okay. Signe, please, I ask you, I need your aid help in this. Can you cast light on my sword?
I cast light on the sword, and then I cast light again because I realized it's not a concentration spell.
So
I thought you could only have one instance at a time now.
It doesn't look like it.
I know.
Look at light.
while Matt's doing that, when I cast False Life on
And
myself,
did you cast it again?
Yes.
Ah, fine, I will just cast it on you.
You had like dark vision!
This is not the point!
We're bonded.
I grab out a candle and I hold it in my hand then.
when I cast False Life on myself, I actually get color like a dwarf. My hair changes to black, and my face is full
Okay.
instead of sunken.
Does anyone else want to change?
We've only got the human left.
I don't have another set of clothes.
I was just joking. I was just joshing Chance. And then I'll lead the group with the sword, with light now. I can see shit.
As Chance is just inner thinking, I'm with a group of mutants.
Let's take our last break. Oh, actually, why don't we power through? Because we're not going as late. That's right. We're not going as late because of Joe.
I can do a half hour, like 12.
Yeah, why don't we finish up then a little bit more than...
Why don't we finish up now? Because
Yeah, that's true. We're in a good spot.
the cat has made me not sleep.
Okay, that sounds good then. Then you can maybe get some sleep. And you were heading towards the path more well trodden, right?
Yeah, whatever Chance pointed out.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I've
Alright.
gotta pee.
Guys, we're working together. We can
You're
do
working
it.
together. You
Peter.
can do
You
it.
can do it.
You can do it.
Twang.
You're doing it, Peter. You're doing it.
Anyway.
If you don't know what reference that is, go watch the movie Hook. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
It is an awesome movie.
I wasn't going to argue with you, but now I could. Take that.
Hey, it has Robin Williams. It's awesome.
Yeah, Robert Williams in his prime too, not just like towards the end, like 1 hour photo of Robert Williams. Like,
I mean, was it 1 hour?
Please don't mention that movie. It gives me nightmares.
I mean,
Just a scene with him with blood coming out of his eyes.
yeah.
Anyway,
I think it was. Yeah, I'm sorry.
it's
Go
a
ahead.
different discussion, which we could probably do off stream in a minute. But let's.
But then the streamers won't. Then the people watching won't learn.
Uh-huh.
I already don't learn.
I'm tired and have to pee.
Anyway,
Go pee.
why don't we go around
fine
the
today.
room and we can give some goodbyes and stuff. Tiv, why don't we start with you? So if you need to run off and pee.
Hi, I'm Tavalik.
And he has to pee.
Pretty much everywhere. I have to pee. And
I gotta fix this.
yeah, I haven't been streaming lately because I moved on to full time at my job. But you know, maybe when the cat's fixed, so I can get a good night's sleep, I might start streaming again.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, though.
Yeah, it's just going from like 26 hours of work in a 2-week paycheck to going to 78.
So almost 80 hours for 2 weeks.
But that's also like
Triple.
Triple.
It's exactly triple.
it's
Yeah.
triple. Yeah. Oof. Well,
I'm dying.
yeah, Joe.
I'm Joe. You'll find me here.
That's
And I will see everyone Saturday for discussing tabletop.
unfunny one.
He
Hi.
keeps pointing
He
at
has a crotch.
No, I'm pointing at Joe. He's
Yeah,
under me.
he is under you right now. Yes. I'll probably have a different arrangement later and new names and things like that. I totally forgot
Hi.
all about that part of this. Actually.
Hi, I'm a funny one. I don't do anything important.
You
You play games with us.
make us smile in our hearts.
That's true.
I am creepy and I make your heart smile somehow.
Max.
Hi, I'm here!
Exactly. That sounds great. All right, and as usual, I'm your Dungeon Master, Dracovin. You can find me here fairly daily. More XCOM. I'm finishing up XCOM 2 soon, and then moving on to some other stuff. For gaming, if you want to watch that. For other stuff, discussing tabletop Sunday, or Saturday. Sunday's the tabletop on Sunday. Legacies of Kain for Vampire the Masquerade on Tuesdays, and of course, back here next week, where they'll continue to explore here and either murder a lot of lizard dudes or somehow make peace with them because they're very angry.
Murder them.
The chances of murdering them are very high because they're very angry. And yes.
I don't know. That guy's dead. He can't say anything.
He yells and stuff.
And we burned his body.
Yeah, and we could just have the guy that speaks Draconic be like, I was joking!
You really, really don't want him to try.
Like, we could have him diplomatize everything. Great idea.
I mean, I'm on the battlefield. That's my diplomacy. That's my sword's name. Diplomacy.
Oh, Lord, help us.
I'll just sneak up behind everyone.
I'll stand there confused as to why relations went so bad so suddenly.
Because diplomacy was used.
Yeah. You don't stand up by a barbarian in the dark and like, oh!
And angrily hiss. No, it angrily hissed.
It was very upset about you being there. Yeah. It was like a cat. Well, I mean, if it wasn't like freaking huge, it would be like a cat hissing at you for showing up and bothering you.
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was a giant dragon guy. Just going, and you're like, okay.
So we'll see you guys next week.
Yep.
Bring
Bye.
back
About Hook.
Bring back
Hook is an
Shannon.
amazing
Shut
film.
the fuck up.
Alright, I'm going now. Bye.